America Stadium as a couple teams square off in a game that is often filled with hijinks and fun. The Duke's Mayo Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the California Golden Bears, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Golden Bears offense will be first on the attack. A lot of times you run into these types of matchups. High-powered offense, big-time team against an opponent that's likely overmatched. So how do they keep this thing from getting ugly?
Well, everyone's going to have to elevate their level of play here defensively to have any chance in this one. And I'll tell you the hard part about stopping this offense, David, it's what Chip Kelly used to always say. It's a nameless, faceless opponent. They don't care who you are. They don't care what your record is. This offense comes out, and they are trying to embarrass you.
Well, the good thing is for this defense, it's been talked about all week, right? Like, you're not good enough. This is a high-powered offense. Like, the players' attention are fully caught, right? They know exactly what they're going against. Let's see if some emotion and adrenaline can really play a factor. And there
he goes! Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
And the Golden Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. That type of pressure on the quarterback, that's vintage Ohio State, right in keeping with the legacy that's been established by the Buckeye team.
Yeah, and you take pride in that. You own that legacy with all those guys you see performing at a high level in the NFL. Man, you see that, you want to go get it, recruiting guys to fit those profiles. That's why Ohio State always has a good defensive line.
The Golden Bears will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And they'll mark this one at the 15-yard line. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We just need to see what they do today.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. The give to the back. Running into the open space. There he goes. Powers through. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. The Buckeyes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. To the ground. He's got it again. Oh, he's got it. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And the Golden Bears are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st. The Golden Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
Really great job by the running back there on the angle route on 3rd down. He sold it as if he was running to the flat, and at the last second put his foot in the ground and crossed the defender's face, making that an easy pitch and catch for the QB.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Brings into the open. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A 1st down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. And the Golden Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. To the air on 1st down. Using the quick game. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears. The extra point here would tie the game. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. A fun postseason battle here. Deadlock at the end of the 1st. Here's a quick check on the stats so far. As we move into the 2nd, let's hope the rest of the game lives up to the early start. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He picks it up, still on his feet. Knocked down, but not before he gets the 1st down after recovering the fumble. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Right down the middle. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his...
Nowhere to go with the ball and down. He goes at the 39.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top. The throw to the outside is complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
And the Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The give to the back. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try read option right here on 2nd down. And he probably should have just handed that one off. He is snowed under in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
I'll tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him. But really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Got it set up on the outside. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Snagged out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Looking for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. Splits the uprights right down the middle. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a walk.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man in the middle. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Golden Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. Going to take a shot on second and short. Quickly complete. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45. And the Golden Bears headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Quick strike complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Well, you can't get momentum in a game any better than they just did. Defensively, you get the turnover. Right away, your offense jogs on the field. You take a shot deep, you hit it for a touchdown. They've got a lot of explosive playmakers on this offense, and you saw it right there.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Starts the drive trying to go up top. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Making side adjustments here. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Golden Bears will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
They're working that left side. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Ball spotted at the 27. It's first and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add them down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Back up now. Here's second and long. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on second down. Throwing right. Snags it. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Fitted in the window for the score.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on first down. Here's the pressure. They get to him as he throws. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime updates.
Reese, we figured we might get a Duke's Mayo Bowl that would have social media buzzing for a variety of reasons. And through 2 quarters of football, that is the case.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job in a bowl game, don't get distracted and finish the deal here in the second half.
I mean, love the way they came out. They had all that time off, didn't look rusty at all, came out with the foot on the accelerator, looked really, really good. Palmer, he's just more of the same here in the second half.
I agree. And if you're on that sideline right now, now's not the time to be thinking about the off-season, your strength program, what classes you're taking in the spring. You need to focus on finishing this game and punctuating this season.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Rush is on him. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the beatdown has ensued.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
The Golden Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Power football with the run. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll give it to him again. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
What a play behind the line. It'll be an 8-yard loss.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
Didn't get nearly enough done on third down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. He's got him. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a gap, it's James. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Golden Bears trying to cash it in on first and goal. They want to throw it. Going for 6. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cal! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step 1. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step 1 accomplished.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. He's got his man. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Buckeyes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Give to the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. Here comes the offense on second down. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. back to pass. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Finds the tight end. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. They just keep firing. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the pummeling has started. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we can go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Working that left side. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And the Golden Bears with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. On the run, it's James. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The give to the tailback. There he goes. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
Oh, and what a move, what a juke, and he makes it past the mark. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early.
For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football. Oh, he's got some space. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. 1st down here for the offense. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's inside the 10. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, get down, almost scored the touchdown.
Yeah, considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
And the Buckeyes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense.
Here we go, set.
Just going to keep it after the snap. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season, also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. And I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down.
Military stuff.
They'll run it on third and goal. He cannot get it in, a mere inches away from pay dirt. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. He won't have any problem with the distance, but the angle could be a different story from the left. Never a doubt. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's James. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Ball's incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just